Who's behind door number 56? I effervesce with life. I tease and tickle your spirit. I cannot be understood or encapsulated by any form of logic, and I am experienced in the body. The comedian. Sensation, stimulation, aliveness. In this archetype we find a voice that says, I believe. Whatever role the comedian chooses to play for the day, she does it wholeheartedly. She literally becomes the character in flesh and bone. The comedian transforms visualization into language, into presence. More than an actress, she is a true storyteller. Her stories revolve around her infinite adventures on the road. The comedian loves discovering new things and broadening her horizons. She is internally ready for new experiences that add to her life story and the different characters she seamlessly embodies. The journey with all its people, places and experiences becomes a part of the story and transformational process. The comedian has an innate relationship with the idealist, the 11th archetype, who is a partner in crime, ready to face any archetypes from the underworld all the way to the celestial realms. Their relationship is forever fresh and evolving. There is no place they aren't ready to go together. The comedian loves to use her own experiences to illustrate a concept, stimulate others, or make a point. Her intention is to create an emotional response in the listener. When embodying a story, the comedian is completely immersed, reliving the story, and everything else fades away. Her presence is like a breath, creating a resonant field that grounds the experience for everyone. She may exaggerate or put some extra color or drama to the happening. Through her presence, she stimulates others to discover something more about life or stimulates the desire for their own adventures. The comedian can also be a good teacher, using metaphors to teach and share. Ultimately, she is about enrichment, not mere enjoyment or entertainment. She wants to get the most out of her life, so that she can enhance the lives of others. She is not interested in proof, fact, logic or detail like the scientist, archetype 62, or the detective, archetype 63. What matters is the experience, the engagement and the wholeheartedness. True entertainment involves laughter, inspiration, wonder and ultimately intoxication. Intoxication is about being swallowed up by your own love. The comedian has learned to balance fun with meaning. She doesn't get stuck in distraction and is good at discerning what environments, people and situations are worth her energy. She knows what truly nourishes her and what is just draining. One of her relatives is the magician, the 60th archetype, who seemingly sets boundaries and makes sure that people understand boundaries and limitations. Together, however, they are able to go beyond restraints and create new magical containers for breakthroughs. The comedian is a pure seeker, which means she is never supposed to achieve any final goal. She lets go of the idea of attainment altogether and finds peace in the journey itself. Isn't life all about enjoying the experience anyway? Her keywords are sensuality, laughter, enrichment. Her internal motivator, I believe. Her positive attributes are humor, knows the good in life, the ultimate storyteller. Her Achilles heel, learns through pleasure and pain, seldom sits still, exaggerates to enhance any story. Her Gene Key shadow patterns, victim of distraction, and her dilemma, pleasure, pain. When she is in her repressive nature, she is sullen. To be sullen means to be understimulated. It is a collapsing of our spirit into a kind of numbness. This state is one often associated with teenagers, who often enter these kinds of long-term sulks. Many adults who had difficult childhoods also find themselves victim of these dead spaces, which become entrenched as patterns in the endocrine and nervous system. This is how over time, the physical body manifests an emotional pattern through its chemistry. When under the spell of this repressive shadow, you have lost sight of your true aspiration and become enslaved to the Tendium of mundane life, your eyes may appear lackluster and devoid of all joy. When she is in her reactive nature, she is overstimulated. The reactive shadow manifests as a constant need to maintain movement at all levels of your being. There is a particular need within the shadow to satisfy the eyes and for anything that stimulates the eyes, from reading to watching television to fantasizing to traveling. You may lead a completely internal life. On the outside, you harbor all kinds of fantasies, but on the outside, you may seem perfectly normal. On the other hand, you can also lead a life focused only on the outer world, in denial of the inner world altogether. This shadow is reflected in all behavioral patterns that allow you to avoid feeling the reality of who you are and how you currently feel. You keep moving, changing relationships, or trying new experiences. To dive deeper in this archetype of the comedian, you can ask yourself the following questions. Are you connected to your body? Do you believe in your aliveness, in what you are experiencing in the body? Do you believe what your sensations show you, teach you? How do you bring what's alive in you to live through language? What stories do you tell? How do you tell them? Are you always ready for new experiences, new people, places, experiences? How willing are you to share your transformational journey? Do you use your life story to create emotional response in others? How do you experience wholeheartedness in your life? Do you love and receive yourself wholeheartedly? How important is laughter in your life? Do you have balance in your life? What distracts you? Do you enjoy life no matter what the experience? In the I Ching, the 56 is fire over mountain and is known as the Wanderer. The Wanderer is on the journey of the self, to learn to bring personal uniqueness to life, guided by inner truth. Where do you follow your inner truth and where do you follow what is true to others? Where are you attached to or distracted by the material world? Have you prioritized body, mind or soul, neglecting or rejecting some part of you? Do you live the knowing that the cosmos is here to help you anytime? And the last one, how do you turn the cosmos to help you with burdens, to reconnect with your inner nature, to experience freedom and naturalness? For more resources, you can go to Unlock Your Design.